Daniel.
So we started
Every
the...
podcast has someone like
started-
ripping ass. Like,
That's like the only thing our podcast will be good for.
yeah,
Okay,
use it
so-
for, like other sounds.
Here's what we're doing, everybody who's listening. We have Cards Against Humanity here. For those of you who don't know, it's sort of like Apples to Apples, except...
This is not a paid advertisement.
yeah, kids definitely can't play it. Anyway, we're just going to draw a few random cards out of here, and we're going to talk about the topics.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening into Triple D, I think is the name we sort of came up with.
I like it. It's classy.
Danny likes it, so that's pretty much all of it.
It's one of those things where it holds more than one meeting, so it can be like, breast size or the name of my podcast, which is funny and witty. I enjoy that very much.
Anyway, I'm Duke.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Danny.
Oh, goodness.
And the first thing we're going to talk about is natural male enhancement.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, who here's actually tried that?
I have not.
I wish I did.
I have.
I'm not saying I'm not willing to
Oh,
have, I'm
goodness.
just saying that I think it'd be
You know,
a good
like,
idea.
I used to work at a store that's kind of aimed at, like, a health food store, sort of like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods kind of place.
Yeah.
And our
Like
vitamin...
I Rite Aid.
No, better than that, I like to think. Anyway, we sold, under the vitamin department, there was natural male enhancement. We'd get free things.
Is that just like testosterone, or is that just like?
No, it's stuff that encourages testosterone and stuff like that, basically.
Uh-huh.
It encourages blood flow and whatnot. It's just basically just a lot of vitamins that'll encourage something, but it's not like Viagra that'll just make you, at full mast within, like, half a minute.
Okay, so did it work?
Yes, it did, and yes, it did.
Oh,
let me
okay.
ask this question: did you come across attractive until that point?
What?
Did you find various fruits unattractive until you dabbled into the male enhancement vitamin?
You guys might be into what you are. I prefer just good old coochie cooch.
Coochie cooch.
I was gonna say.
That is
the lower lips. They.
What if she has like, not bronchitis? I was gonna say, what if she has like that disease or like a cleft lip? Is that disease just like?
No, you're just born that way.
That's a birth defect.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Sort of like a sixth
You don't
finger
catch.
or toe.
Yeah,
Sure,
you don't
catch it.
catch it. You don't catch.
Catch it like
you
like
don't.
a common cold.
You don't catch the cold as you would
the cleft lip.
receive a
Yeah,
cleft
but
lip.
anyway, back to the natural male enhancement. Like
Yes.
I didn't notice too much of a real difference or anything. I mean, I diddled my girlfriend, but it wasn't like anything substantially different.
Oh, okay. So it's more like one of those mind things where it's like, oh, you can like notice it.
I mean,
and so
I'm sure if I had
some people like hype
I'm sure
themselves up.
if
you
it was
think?
harder for me to be aroused, I would maybe notice a bigger difference, but it's never been an issue for me, so I can't really say.
Fair point.
Okay, ready for the
Well,
next one?
I just have something real quick.
Yeah, sure.
I've been dabbling into the. I'm trying to support my local, not drugstore, but like liquor store. And there's one. I've noticed like the lower end kind of liquor stores, like kind of like the most, not most, but like the more ghetto parts of Sacramento, have those like male enhancement endurance pills, with, like a rhino on it, and the pill's like the size of a quarter. It's only one pill. I'm like, oh man, that's like the end all do all pill right there. It's like, oh, ruin your life. I just want to make the observation.
Okay. The
I want
next
one of those really
thing.
bad. That's all I'm saying.
Next thing we're going to talk about is passive aggressive post-it notes. Have you ever experienced this?
My mom does that to me all the time.
Really?
When I used to go fishing, like in the summertime, she'd always leave me like a note that says clean your room. And one time I said or else, and I just didn't do it. And I
That's not
asked her.
passive aggressive. That's aggressive. That's like the post-it notes I leave, or like when I bring chalk in my car for when people park like assholes. I'll just be like, it took me a while to pull in or pull out or whatever. If my car's right next to him, I won't do it. I'll
Yeah.
wait before or after.
Mm-hmm.
But the point being is that, like, every time I do it, I'm very aggressive. Like, I'll put your parking spot, jackass, and with chalk, or
Yeah.
I'll put a post-it note like, sorry I scratched your car, even though it's not
Well, see,
scratched.
The thing is that she's Hispanic, so everything's passive aggressive in her eyes. So I waited for her, and I said or else. I'm like, okay, cool, or else. I waited, and I get there, and no one's home. And I was like, okay, well, this is kind of... It was like 4 in the afternoon, and I was like, oh, okay. They all went to my sister's tournament for volleyball in San Jose for 2 days, left me there by myself. So,
Honestly,
I mean...
that seems like the best...
It was cool,
Or
but like there was like not really any food. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna die.
I would have
Like,
fed you.
What I should have could have.
Yeah,
Just bring you a couple of pizzas from Little Caesars that kept you going.
No,
Yeah.
my whole life.
What about you, Daniel? Do you dabble in the passive-aggressive Post-it notes?
No.
Daniel's
but
whole life is a passive aggressive Post-it note.
my whole life, oh goodness. Well, I have received plenty from ex-girlfriends. And I got one from my stalker. I'm not really sure.
I was supposed to say, I feel like Daniel doesn't have enough time to write passive aggressive notes. I think he just like since he'd be like this. I hate your bitch ass. And, like, like, that would be it.
Hand on the shoulder.
Yeah, like he looked like this in your eyes, like a weird kind of like
really homie.
highbrow. Yeah.
I'm not sure I'd use those words, but I think the general gist is about the same.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'll go next.
Yeah, go on.
let's see.
Our next topic is mouth herpes. Thank God, dude. This is a really
They say I've never experienced like full on like sexually transmitted ones, but I heard cold sores are. So
Yeah,
my
I'm not sure how
uncle
true
had
that
crabs
is.
one time.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, speaking of crabs,
that's really random. But I think it's just like the closest. I don't know anybody who has this. Actually, I do know somebody, but he's like under the radar, so I can't say his name. But
Well, don't say Jacob's name.
no, no, it's not. Shh, it's not him. No,
I know it's not him. No,
no,
it would be him, like later in life. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe.
he calls me. He's like, well, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "I have the clap." Like that's it.
I
No,
caught it.
Yeah. No, but I heard it's like, yeah, it's like a cold sore. Because I remember I had a cold sore once from like, I don't know, like probably something like super dumb, and like someone on the radio I heard it was like herpes, and I was like, oh my god, I have herpes. But like I was
Yeah, it's
like
like-
12.
Yeah, I remember it was really awkward when I got a cold sore. I was like in 7th grade. I'm like, I haven't even kissed a girl. This is awkward.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh well, I might have just randomly been sleeping.
Kissed my mom or something.
I got mono in the 4th grade.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Ew, dude.
No, well, here's what happened. This girl, she's my friend now, and like, she's a close enough homie, I guess. But anyway, she was pissing me off, so I took her chocolate milk at lunch, and she felt like a little cough and stuff, and I guess that her body could handle mono and mine can't, because I was out for like the next 3 months.
I remember.
Do you remember?
vividly.
I remember
Yeah, thanks,
like
Daff.
in like 5th grade there was this kid like drank from the. For some reason, children don't know how to drink from like a water fountain, so they put their lips on the spout.
And they're making out
yeah.
with it and shit.
No, and so I was like, dude, what? I remember like the next day, it was like we couldn't drink from the fountain because it was like this kid contaminated it. It gets like a cold or something. So we were all kind of fucked from like not having any water. So we all had been like bottled water and stuff. It was terrible. But like, for problems. Like, people in Vermont don't have water like that. We should be more thankful for our herpes water.
Yeah, but speaking of crabs, I wanted to say one little thing.
Wait, this is herpes. This is about. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you
okay.
mentioned crabs, so I figured I might as well bring this story up.
I want to
so-
elaborate that later, though. I shall elaborate on the story later.
So, I used to have a geometry teacher, and she had like stamps.
Was this
you
in
know.
high school? Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah,
I remember
she
this.
she had stamps that she give to us for homework, and one of the kids was laughing because she had a crab stamp, and he said, very loud and obnoxiously, "Hey, Miss Keller, you gave me crabs," and then she thinking it was a joke just went, "Oh ha ha, I gave you crabs," in her little old lady voice. And yeah, that's my story about crabs. And Danny got pinched by a crab once.
Dude, a lot of times.
We were at the beach.
Yeah.
We were at the beach.
I wanted to say that I saw Miss Keller in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
I won't say what school it is, just in case for some reason this gets really popular and like we have to like somehow have her move like to Canada or something with different identity. But I saw her in the parking lot and I wanted to get my car really bad because she thought my name was David. All sophomore year I had it for homeroom.
Oh yeah.
David Patterson, and my name says Daniel on the roll sheet. So I was like, lady, you are either on crack or just don't know. I don't know. You want to
Remember that one English teacher? You'll know who I'm talking about when I describe her, but I'll bring that up in a different one. Should I pop the cards? I think we're done with mouth herpes.
Yeah, mouth herpes sounds terrible.
Don't diddle somebody with your mouth with herpes.
Don't French kiss the homeless. That's all I'm saying.
Waiting till marriage. Oops.
I won't talk about this. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, well, just share your opinion, a little something about it.
You won't go first. I feel like.
Let's
what? Yeah,
see.
go
Out
first.
of everybody here, I'm pretty sure I've done that the least.
Yes, I agree.
You guys picking up what I'm putting down there? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
I have a story, but I feel like it should wait for our later card. But I just
Okay, well, say something that works with it.
until very don't dare whisper I'm right about something. Until very recently, I waited till marriage, and I just feel like it's just I don't know. the whole idea of everything about it is kind of ridiculous. So I did.
Well, if
I don't know.
it isn't very good experience the first time, then you feel gypped.
I don't feel. I just feel more like I could write a book about my experience. And I'd be probably end up with like a cult behind me. People who get like really bad like first time.
Like hashtag fuck the first time.
Yeah. Hashtag. Whoops.
Okay, Daniel. What about you?
Whoopsie daisies.
My dog just slipped into her lower lips.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's just sort of a personal thing. I mean, if you want to.
Honestly, if I wasn't in the state I was in, I would have done it. So like, I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but of course you always have go-getters like Duke.
Which you know you got
which is
you
good.
gotta admire. I mean, like
I sort of admire it. Sometimes I
Well,
wish.
here's the thing. I have to put out, in order to not wait till marriage, I have to put out a lot of effort in order to receive the thing that keeps marriage away from me.
herpes.
Mouth herpes.
Mouth herpes to be exact.
Okay.
Okay, next topic.
Okay, is that Daniel or Danny?
Wait, are we still on this?
No, this is like beating a dead horse.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
I'd rather not beat a dead horse.
You didn't hear me
I
laugh.
A dead Shetland pony.
Okay, the next silence.
My mom used to play a quiet game when we were in the car. Like we'd be driving to school, she'd be like, quiet game. I'm like, I'm the only person in the car. Like it'd be like,
She just didn't want to hear your bitch ass.
I was like 7, dude. Like,
Funny is like, fuck Danny.
you know, she's a good mom. I will probably use most of her. It's so weird because like she always said like, you know, you'll end up like your mom or like your dad. And I'm always like telling them, but I'm slowly but surely ending up more like my father, but like the personality of my mom, which is terrible. So it's like I'm just like kind of like fucked. Like I don't want to like hit my kids with the act line. I'll hit them in public, yeah, for sure. Like
In public?
in a Walmart, I'll disband them. Just
Now, you know what I do?
Just grab a chancla and.
I'm gonna grab like a belt in my wallet or something. Like
You know what I'd do if I was like the mom? I'd have like that air duster shit.
Ooh.
Just like hose them down with it. Like, because it's not going to hurt if it's down. I'm not saying like turn it upside down and like hit them with the antifreeze that's inside.
Yeah.
But just like blast them in the face with air. It'll kind of scare them like into, you know, just whoa. Sort of like shaking the baby without actually shaking the baby.
Dude, my neighbor, I had this neighbor, my friend Joey, his dad had like this kid, he didn't break 100 pounds to like his sophomore year in high school. He's like a senior now, so he's like a really little kid. He was like 5 and he was wearing overalls. His dad had this hook like in like their living room. He, you know, Joe's kind of acting up, so his dad reached up, grabbed him, reached up and hooked him into the hook.
Oh,
No,
by the overalls?
Yeah, by like the back of the overall.
Oh, okay,
they
so
crossed
it wasn't
over.
like
No.
pulling him by the crotch, was it?
No.
Okay, good.
It's hilarious. Like pinata. That's something like, yeah, why is he up there? Oh, he's acting up. Like,
Being a little shit.
yeah.
Oy
Silence to like corporal punishment, like instant, like corporal punishment.
I would like to exercise my Fifth Amendment right. Yeah, silence.
To order
Cheesecake.
breakfast at lunch.
Okay,
I
whose
wish that
turn
was
is it?
I
right.
think it's my turn.
If I make a country, that'll be right. Okay, next topic.
Being a motherfucking sorcerer. Fuck yeah, tell me how I'm a motherfucking sorcerer.
I don't think this card really applies to anything.
Oh, it applies to everything, dude.
What,
I know why, because money is power,
No.
and power is knowledge.
I
and
have a friend.
knowledge is
Sorcery.
wisdom, and
Wisdom and sorcery.
and sorcery is pizza.
We have a friend whose grandmother used to hunt witches in Mexico.
He used
Like-
to what witches?
Hunt
And did they also try catching the cucacabra?
I probably. But I remember the stories he told me about like his grandma like were super. I couldn't.
They burnt
She'd
people at
say
the stake,
them,
probably.
and then he'd translate them, and I guarantee you,
Not a
things-
single thing was a lie.
no. Like she'd even like I don't think she even blinked. Honestly, it was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. This card seems pretty.
It's just a fun card and playing
Yes.
cards against
Yeah.
humanity.
Have you
It's
played
not very
the-
relevant.
Yeah. Have you seen the Magicians, like the TV show?
No.
On Netflix.
It tries to like mix Harry Potter with Game of Thrones, and it sort of ends up in a weird
Sounds fair enough.
glunk. Anyway, the wizards were floating and having sex at the same time. It scared
oh,
me.
Lord.
Okay,
Kinda sounds
so
fun, though.
next topic is the screams, the terrible screams.
Where are these screams coming from?
I'm pretty sure my head, but I don't know. I hear them all around everywhere.
Screaming seems kind. I remember when I was like in like 5th or 6th grade, we were like playing in this like on like the blacktop, I think, and someone yelled fire, and our school was located in this area. It was like a lot of like businesses kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember this guy kept yelling fire, and people thought that was actually a fire, so like they called the fire department and they showed up to like on the street, yeah, and so
Shit.
but we were just like reenacting some sort of scene from like the Civil War, I think. So it's like he was yelling fire, like we were shooting people, but like I don't know. I feel like screaming should be more allowed in like some sort of settings because I think it's just a good way of like exerting anger. I'd say.
I think screaming is really put down in society. When
like we don't do it enough.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Like you guys have driven with me in the car when I'm really pissed off. Like
I scream in the car all the time.
Yeah, like I'm screaming and hollering, but I feel good afterwards. It's just it's a release.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Have you just like beat shit up in your room just because like you're mad as hell?
Yeah,
I never like punch
dude.
holes, but I'm always like beating around on things, like not like.
Yeah, like
with my fist.
At
like,
work, it's great because I always have knives and things. So like, I'll stab the cutting board, and you can tell how pissed I am by how deep the knife went into the cutting board.
like hits a metal bottom.
I've done that only once.
Oh lord.
But I did.
Only once.
I slammed it down one time, and I was just mad. So I like let go of the knife, and I expected it to drop down, and it didn't. And this poor girl, it was like her 3rd or 4th week working there. She'd only met me like maybe 3 times
Once,
or so.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just looking like, I'm like, oh sorry, I just need to let out a little steam. Like put it down.
Yeah. See,
screaming would have worked.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you see someone, like, in public screaming, usually you're like, wow, that person's crazy, but, like, we have no idea what they're going through, like...
I mean, if they're screaming, like, yes, like, that's cool.
Yeah,
like, maybe
or if
you
you're
got...
like, fuck, like, it's some sort of, like, public indecency, almost, it's like...
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're screaming, like, oh, fuck, dude, and you're at a bar, like, that's not a big deal, because everybody's an adult. You scream that at, like,
public park.
In front of a kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, like, be decent. Where it's appropriate, I think, would be the point.
Yeah.
Though I must say, the terrible screams, like, is in the bedroom, perhaps, they're screaming and it just doesn't sound that appealing. Because there's sometimes when you're like, oh, yes, like, you just love the sounds that your person on the other side of that's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But once or twice you hear a sound, you're just like, ooh, no, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
So help me, so help me.
So, whose turn is it now?
My turn.
Danny's.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Having big dreams, but no realistic way to achieve them.
Fuck.
Story of my life.
So true.
I think it's just lazy. I'm just lazy. Like, I feel like I could do things, but I'm just, like, lazy. And I think I have no time, but, like, I have a bunch of time. But I just don't want to, like, do anything. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I don't want to, like, have to go through trouble to do something I want to do.
Well, here's the thing. I can go through with a lot of big things.
Yeah. My
thing is that the big things I think of that I can achieve or don't have a realistic way of achieving are always the things where I'd need, like, an extra, $5 million in a trust fund that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I need a small little $1 million. That's what I really need.
Right? Like, I'd love to ski on every continent. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd ski with you.
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably go. I wouldn't ski. I'd probably like sled.
I'd
bring
you'd be in charge of keeping me alive.
Dude, I'd bring a toboggan.
Low key.
Yeah. Low key. But I don't know. I think it's just like honestly.
Bring a bobsled.
Yeah.
What about Daniel? What's his take on this?
I don't know. I mean, having big dreams, it's definitely some parts of it are achievable, but it's all a matter of like what you want to do with like your time. I don't know.
I mean, I enjoy being average. I want to be like. I'm just scared of being famous. That's my thing. I don't want to be like too famous and like people like earlier. I said it earlier, like someone hacking my computer and finding some weird shit on my computer that I didn't look up, but I did look up, but, like not on purpose, just out of curiosity. Yeah, like, you can't. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. Don't worry about
Elephants mating.
Like Bill Murray
Ladybug
famous
penis,
would be
like-
I
fantastic.
want
a cult behind me. I want like a cult.
Yeah.
Based on my
Bill
life.
Murray has a cult, and I'm a part of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called the Chive.
Bitch.
Probably the best website in the world, I hear.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, guys, you ready for this next card?
I hope it's
Yeah,
something
let's
crazy.
go.
Puppies. My favorite dog is the Corgi.
Okay. Cool beans.
What about you guys? Corgi puppies are adorable.
Puppies or just dogs? I just feel like puppies just turn into dogs. I mean, they do, but like I just feel
Yeah,
like
you
it's.
take something great
cute.
and then it still ends up being something good.
I feel like puppies. And like people say like, oh yeah, you were cute when you were a baby. Like that's how people are with dogs. Like my uncle has this puggle, and apparently it was a really cute puppy when it got like past 3.
He's
It's like a
really
piece
ugly.
of shit. Like, yeah, it like pissed all over the house and like not cute anymore. It's like Sam.
Speaking of dogs, I walk a dog. One is, I think, 12 now, and the other's
Seabiscuit.
3.
Yeah, there's.
I have to put him in a wheelchair, and this dog is a Great Pyrenees, so pretty big, probably about 120 pounds or so.
He's a heathen.
Yeah, he's a...
Big
big boy.
welcome tonight.
I'm walking him tonight later.
He's the chariot.
Yeah, he rides in a borderline chariot thing.
It's
And he has to
beautiful.
wear little booties because his back feet don't communicate with his noodle too well anymore, so
Yeah.
Penis.
Not that noodle, Danny.
Wrong noodle.
Go to next card.
But
Or do
dude,
you want to talk about puppies more?
I just want to say I like Tibetan Mastiffs. I love
Yeah, I
Tibetan
like those.
Mastiffs. They're cool looking dogs.
Cute puppies.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, like,
adorable
You know what's
puppies.
adorable are Dalmatian puppies just when they're getting the spots.
I heard they're really aggressive dogs. Dalmatians are
No,
really.
they're really athletic dogs. So if they're not doing things that are extremely intense,
they just like start
yeah,
cutting
that's why they do. They have them for. This is what I heard at least. I'm not sure how true this is per se, but
Yeah.
you know, from what I've gathered and asked with, you know, my little 23 years on this earth, basically Dalmatians, like the reason firefighters have them is because when you bring them, they're gonna dash in and dash out and do the job. They don't have the patience that other dogs have, so that's why they're said to be aggressive. Is that you know they need a lot, and I'm sure some of it's just regular aggression, but
Yeah. I mean, all dogs can be aggressive. Not like it's like one.
Yeah,
breed of
I mean,
dogs.
yeah. Let's just
Have you
leave
seen
it
that
at
meme where it was like the it was some, I think it was either Canadian or like some UK airport. This had like a dog that's supposed to like sniff out drugs and just sniff out like a bunch of sausage this guy had.
Yeah.
His name's like Spot or something. I have no idea, but it was a really funny
Spot,
meme.
no.
Oh yeah, wasn't that in the Canadian
Yeah,
Border
the child.
Patrol
Yeah.
thing?
He couldn't find any weed, but he found a lot of sausage or a lot of maple, something like super basic, like Canadian stereotypical, like bacon or something.
Honey glazed ham.
Yeah.
Honey glazed ham. Honey glazed bacon.
Ham.
Sliced
Canadian
ham.
bacon.
Rum ham.
Okay.
Rum ham.
Ooh. Okay, next topic is invading Poland.
No. I don't wait one.
don't do
Germany
it.
likes to do that.
Yeah,
I don't even know where Poland. I honestly
every
don't even know
so
where
many-
Poland is. I have no idea where it is. Like to be completely
Poland.
honest with
It's
you.
like it's next to Germany and sort of up by well, it's like to the east of Germany and then it's sort of next to Russia ish, and then also like by
Oh, so that's fine.
the Netherlands and all that. You know,
I've met
Sweden.
one Polish dude who's an asshole. So I think all people from Poland are either like something rude or there's like a bunch of
Yeah.
narcissistic
Well,
Sasquatches. I have no idea.
Narciss-
Yeah, it's just to the.
Sasquatches.
Yeah, I think it's just left. If you're looking at it, if you're looking at Germany, it's just to the left.
to the left or the right.
Left, like if you're
Left.
looking
Oh yeah, sorry.
at it from the top. Anyway, ready to talk about something else, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's already sort of happened. There's not really much else that we can
Yeah.
put interesting
Hopefully it
commentary
doesn't happen
to.
again.
Hope-
I don't know.
Let's hope to God it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, this is just what we need is another.
Genocide.
Lord help us all.
Okay,
Pray for the heathens. That's all.
okay, just toss one
Danny.
down. Is it Danny?
Yeah.
Your turn, bud.
Lumberjack fantasies.
Well, here's the thing. Most people nowadays that are all lumberjack and shit.
Isn't that like a new trend? Like lumbersexuals, like kind of like a new.
Yeah, it's becoming a weird thing. Like if it's just a normal person from like the foothills or something.
From like Grass Valley. Like,
Yeah, it's so much more. It's so much more different than the people that are like, oh no, I'm just an outdoorsman, yakety yak. Like no,
Yeah,
you're
I
just
just have a nice beard and I happen to wear some
flannels.
boots
and-
sometimes. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand what the problem is.
I don't know.
I mean, I
It's-
wish I had a beard, like a nice beard.
Yes,
Yeah,
you know.
I've had the fantasy that I've been a lumberjack before. I mean, I think that'd be
Really?
pretty cool. But here's my problem: is that I'm a conservationist, and you know, half of being a lumberjack I'd think would be going out and replanting trees and doing all that
Don't they
stuff.
like cut trees down? It's like they're part of their thing.
Yeah,
they
it's
do.
part of it, but
They also replant them because they need them to.
yeah, I mean, it's basically it's sort of like if you were to grow, whatever vegetable or
Corn.
something, but instead of it being every year, it'd be every few years that you.
I feel like this might sound really weird, but I feel like a good place to hide a body is in a tree. Like not like up a tree, but not like
But,
in
like
a
hollow
tree.
it out.
Yeah.
Hollow it out and put it in a tree.
Yeah, but is that bad?
Well,
I mean, they'd never find
thought
it. Like, they would
I
never-
never thought of that. I'd put that in.
They would
in a
never
mystery
find it.
thriller.
Unless they had a dog.
Let's say I had a
Yeah, the
dog.
dog would find it, but they would never find it. Dumb government would never find this.
You can put it in they're like these bleeding trees. You know that the sap's like red and it's like really sticky and it has the consistency of blood.
Period trees.
Oh Lord.
Oh my, they're really moody and like
3 to 5 days.
Yeah. What do we do next card? Lumberjacks
Okay,
fantasies.
Okay, well, we have Judge Judy. As the
Dude,
next
I
card.
saw her where she lives in Florida. Like,
Oh, that's neat.
yeah.
I know, Bird, the bailiff on the show,
Sorry, man.
the black guy,
Yeah.
or African American gentleman. whatever.
Yeah. What we were saying.
Yeah, anyway, I went to school with his daughter in middle school, and we hung out, like, and still every now and then chat.
Oh really?
Yeah, she's a really nice gal.
Huh. I feel like, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
man.
that's like a really nice job to have. Is just kind of stand there and be like, "Hey, get off her!" Like I don't know, like whatever he says, like in the TV show, it'd be kind of funny. Like I'm sure he has like some comical bits, you know what I mean, to kind of throw like lighten the mood.
Well,
like,
she
some
basically
token
just
stuff.
talks to him whenever something stupid happens. She'll be like, "Really, Bird?"
And he'll be like, "Mm-hmm," like token, like terrible. Also, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna read this card real quick. Daniel Radcliffe's delicious asshole.
Who decided?
What the?
Well, both of you guys are named Daniel. How would you feel about somebody calling your booty hole delicious?
I'd be honored.
I mean,
From
it depends.
experience.
Let me just say,
not from
if
experience.
If Jennifer Aniston calls me or goes on Twitter and says Daniel Patterson's delicious asshole, I will retweet and favorite and make another account and do the same. Like I would not hesitate to retweet that tweet.
Yeah, but then you get a bunch of gals hitting you up asking for you to spread your trowel.
I mean, yeah, but they have to have the frontal package if you want to blow out the trowel. You know what I'm saying?
You make it conditional.
Yeah.
Conditional.
All right. Next card.
Okay, next card.
I just want to say real quick. I feel like this is a really, not trending, but I feel like this was one of the things where it was like a very trending, like their late '90s, mid '90s. It's like a very big,
Judge Judy, yeah.
like Murray, like Dr. Phil, Oprah. I don't think Oprah's that same thing, but like this kind of style, like courtroom thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a huge thing. Like the Hispanic channel is like a huge thing. These judge things. That's all I'll say about that. You can continue.
Well, it's because they look like a lot of telenovelas. They advertise them like that.
A lot of them are fake too.
Yeah.
What I've heard.
It's like, duh.
And dude,
duh,
Judge,
duh, duh.
Judge Judy works like
And then
6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, you work 6 months, you get a time off for 6 months. That'd be great. I could just ski all ski season, basically.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm sleeping a lot. All right, Daniel.
Okay.
Delete it up.
Next card is me time.
What do you do for your me time?
My
Publicly
me
or
time-
privately?
What do I do privately?
Privately, what do you do for
Well,
me time?
I write.
Is it appropriate? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was say.
I
Keep
write
it rated R.
as a writer. Rated R for write.
It's wrong.
There's a W in front of that, homie.
I know that. I
I
know.
didn't. Okay, I get you now.
There's a reason why none of my books made it that far. But yeah, I write. I watch a lot of Netflix. Hang out with my girlfriend, I guess. But I'm not sure if that's considered me time.
I
It's
guess
with
it's
another
kind of.
person.
It's kind of like if you take your. Well, I see. If you take half of your me time spent with her and she takes half of her time spent with you, it's almost like
It's
a
we
unit.
time.
Yeah, but it's like a unit time. So it's like both of you working on each other's them time. That makes sense.
Them time.
Probably not, but because me isn't. No, it's not. Yeah, me is them backwards. So if you say them, THEM.
Meth? That's them backwards.
Meth.
Yes.
It's like a meth head trying to spell meth. It's a
Meth. Meth.
Me
I
time.
need the meth.
Duke, what do you do in your me time? Publicly and personally?
Okay, publicly,
Please don't get too in depth. I don't want
I
to.
snowboard. I like to read books.
Do you invest in real estate?
I invest in all kinds of real estate, as long as it's of age and older. And
Boom.
no, I don't. Let me rephrase that. Free real estate. That means I'm not paying these women.
The episode in Always Sunny when Pondy goes into the roller rink. I'm gonna find me some strange. They're all like 7 or 8 years old, like little girls in there. Like, dude, terrible. Dude,
And then private me time. I don't know. I mean, I like to, share my penis with those who don't have
Oh
one.
my god.
And
So if someone were to be in an accident, another man, and and you didn't have a penis anymore, you would be glad to,
No.
hey, here's my Johnson.
no, Daniel, he'd be a eunuch. That's just kind of different. He'd still,
No
Poor
shaft and no
eunuchs.
testicles. You have to decide which one makes him a eunuch.
to a certain point, who cares? Just having your genitalia fucked with is just bad. That's not me time. That's like the reverse of my me time.
It's like we time.
Okay, and with
Like
that, we're
WWII.
changing to the next card, which is penis breath.
Well, I do my me time.
No, you did yours first. Remember, you popped down the.
No, really?
Yeah, remember?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so penis
Daniel
breath.
That's delicious.
Has
asshole.
anybody smelt a
I
gal
don't-
with
no,
dong
I've,
breath?
I've never smelled dong breath in my life.
Okay, well, I must say I smelt it once. 'Cause it
Is
was
it like sour dong? Like when you've been like working out all day, and you're like, wow, I need to shower really bad.
Yeah, it was kind of like that because it was at the end of the day, and it was really nice of the lady that blessed me with that moment, but it was just like, oh, okay, let's hop in the shower. I'm gonna give you some mouthwash. I couldn't think of a nice way to
Give
say
you some
that.
bleach. Some
Get this
fabuloso for your
bleach,
breath.
you're going to swallow it.
I can never say that I've actually dabbled in penis breath in my life. That'd be a funny fragrance. I've always wanted to make like a fragrance line that's like really off-putting. It'd be like homeless, crackhead,
Penis breath.
trailer trash, and then penis breath. 28th,
And Daniel Radcliffe's
28th and J.
delicious asshole.
Yeah, oh boy.
28th and J soaps.
Yeah. All right, next card.
Okay.
A salty surprise. I don't want. Yeah, a salty surprise.
What was a nice salty surprise that you received, Danny?
One time my grandmother gave me this chocolate, and I didn't. It was like chocolate, covered like salted caramel or something like that. It was okay, but it was just like weird. Like I wasn't expecting the saltiness. I know it's not really. It's kind of like not what it really means, but like that's all I know about salty surprises. And salt, like itself is salty, so like that.
I heard it depends on what you eat, the flavor of some of your surprises that you might
So if you
let
eat,
someone
like-
wear on their face.
So if you eat
Pineapples.
if you eat like a bunch of
Pineapples,
like
mangoes.
red meat, like squash, you always have like the most rank, like garlic, like just mess with them.
I eat a ton of garlic though, just because I work in an Italian restaurant, so it's just naturally like part of pretty much almost every dish to an extent.
I heard if you like boil like garlic pieces and you like let them kind of like dry and you swallow them whole, it's supposed to kill your sickness immediately. Supposedly.
Is it?
I don't know, but I'm not sure how that poop would be like.
That's what my mom said. My mom did this morning, and she said it helped her immediately, but she wasn't sick, so she's fucking lying. But I don't know what we were talking about half the time.
Oh shit.
But yeah, do you want to throw next card down?
Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of get it going a little bit.
Yeah. Have you ever given a salty surprise?
No, I haven't.
Can you phone a friend and ask? Please. No, please don't. Please.
Okay. Well, the next card is my soul.
Well, Daniel, yours is fine. You need to work on me though. You've been talking to God for a while now.
Yeah. I do go to mass.
Yeah, more than I do.
My soul. I feel like on the outside, I'm not like some sort of like basket case, but I feel like it's like on the outside, it's like I have like a moderately okay soul, but like I thought of some really crazy shit, and like I've seen some on the internet. I've seen some shit I probably shouldn't see ever in my life.
For legality reasons?
I don't know. It's like I don't know. Like
We're not gonna talk about it.
Are you talking about the challenge?
that was just horrifying in itself. I'm talking about like
That damages the skull.
I've seen some things. I'm like, why did I do that? Like, why did I don't know. I've had some like talks about
Well,
I don't
like
know.
finding a wallet and taking the $5 bill you found in it.
Yeah, and then throwing it around. And if you ask, say, well, I found it in the garbage. You found $5? Did you really? Dude, I was in the airport one time and this guy behind me found $100.
Oh fuck.
And I was like, are you kidding me? I was literally walked past it before he did. What a jackal. But yeah, my soul. I don't know, dude. Souls for the soulless.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
Sorry, I bumped the mic there. Growing a pair is the next card.
There's a
Ouch.
time in every man's life where
Well, sometimes, it's just that thing in nut up or shut up. Like, people say, like, oh, but, like, that's insensitive or whatever. And people say that to everything now. Everyone's so fucking PC. It's getting
Do you
borderline
remember going through
ridiculous.
puberty? Like, do you remember like that? Like, however long it was?
however long.
I just remember my voice. This one.
I remember it was like, I don't remember what it was. It was like,
And I remember I was like,
it was like one day I was like, wow, I have a lot of hair in my body. That's all I remember. I was like, wow, I'm really hairy. I was like, oh, fuck, my dad's really hairy. I was like, oh, I'm doomed.
we're gonna have to start shaving your back, aren't we?
No. Yeah. No, I'm good. No, it's just like, I don't even remember, like, I have a relative who has, like, a son who's, like, of age.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he talking about, like, some, like, kind of weird shit. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And I was like, oh, I remember that. And I was like, actually, I don't remember any of that. Like, I don't remember, like, any... I remember it was, like, a big deal in, like, middle school, like the sex talk, like, all it's, like, talks, like, in school.
I remember that.
Like, hey,
hey,
you going through puberty?
going through
No,
puberty?
I have hair in my nuts. Like, that was... it was like a video. Do you remember that? Like
yeah.
Like a really young adolescent kid, like, out of middle school.
Yeah. And
Like,
then,
no reason.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the girls' part. I was
Yeah.
like, what? It's like, sex education failed you kids.
He's like,
Okay,
he
so
was
my
whispers.
parents thought I needed to have the sex talk in the 5th grade. But also, I was being homeschooled then.
Oh yeah.
So that was just more
Fifth
awkward.
grade.
That was just more awkward because I mean I'm sure parents need to have the talk, but they like brought the video and had like all the like kind of stuff that you like the handouts and stuff. So it was just like I didn't want my parents to have handouts for this.
Grade.
I didn't have it. I had like in the 7th grade.
Well, you went to a Catholic school.
No,
went to
I went to a Catholic
High school,
kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, I went to public school until 8th grade.
Oh.
No, until 9th grade. I mean, kids were having sex in my middle school. Like
Yeah, I remember that was always weird. There was like always that one chick who was like
dating
overly
dudes in
developed
high school. You're like,
and
oh
dating
my
dudes
God.
in high school and like
Ew,
it was like
Christina.
so.
She
Yeah.
would have like
She'd
an
have
older
penis
name.
breath, like,
yeah.
all day.
Yeah, and I'm like this person. You're like,
What are you doing? Yeah.
What are you doing with your
Well,
life? You're gonna.
We have to go take care of some dogs, and yes, I agree. Like that girl almost inevitably always had a child like before. But
Dude, there are 3
junior
kids
year.
that I went to school with who have had children.
I have 3
like-
girlfriends and
No.
ex-girlfriends that
Within
have
the,
had children.
Within the last year, I went to like 8th grade with them.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the same
I'm
for
sure
me.
there's more, but there's just like a lot.
Okay, Daniel, sign us off. This is Duke. Later.
Go ahead, Dan. This is Danny. I don't know if we're gonna.
And
What?
this is Daniel. Thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time. Please return to our station and let's have some fun.